If you are a first-time Bitcoiner or you need to change your wallet for some reason, such as if you own a cold card wallet, then it's important to do it correctly. Messing up could be the difference between owning your Bitcoin or having it stolen. Many people choose to own Bitcoin in a custodial exchange. This has the advantage of convenience and maybe security if you have things like two-factor authentication, an end-to-end encrypted email address, and a unique phone number for the account. But for privacy and sovereignty, obviously this is not ideal. The whole point in Bitcoin is that only you have your private keys. So let's start by going back to the basics. Most of self-custody Bitcoin wallets generate a 12-word seed phrase for you. This seed phrase is a memorable way to store your Bitcoin private keys. With just this seed phrase, you can resurrect your Bitcoin wallet from any wallet around the world. But this is important. A seed phrase should be randomly generated. But this means that it's still randomness protecting your seed phrase. In other words, if someone was super lucky and guessed your seed phrase, they could take your Bitcoin wealth immediately. And because hackers have been guessing seed phrases since they were invented, you need to be careful. It's important to choose a wallet that generates this phrase with proper randomness. Some people prefer to use a dice to generate their own random seed phrase. But if you choose to do this, research it well and do it properly with at least 100 dice rolls. Next, you should ideally generate your seed phrase offline. If you generate the seed phrase on a device that has internet access, and that's most of the devices, such as a computer or phone that has internet, it's possible, although unlikely, that malware could intercept your seed phrase and steal it. A lot of malware these days focuses on seed phrases. So, how can you generate a seed phrase offline? Some Bitcoiners advocate hardware wallets. These devices have very limited functions and secure elements, so they are unlikely to have malware. Just as important, they generate a seed phrase on a device that doesn't have internet. A good hardware wallet is air-gapped, which means it works without the internet. If you take this route, when the hardware wallet arrives, follow the instructions to generate a seed phrase by the device. And remember to never use a cold card wallet ever. Another option is to buy a Google Pixel phone, install a trusted wallet only, and then turn off the Wi-Fi. Generate the seed phrase from this wallet and don't use the phone for anything else. It might seem expensive, but it's not that much more than a hardware wallet. The thing that my friends at Escape the Technocracy like is that a phone is a multi-purpose device. You're not in danger shipping it to your house. Whereas with a Bitcoin hardware wallet, this is proof that you own self-custody Bitcoin. If you're more advanced, you can install a new operating system on a PC, generate the seed phrase on a wallet, and then wipe the system. This is for more advanced users. But it's a free method and you don't have to have a financial transaction or shipment. What do you do after you generate your 12 words? Write them down. Don't store them on an internet-connected device because that defeats the point. Don't share them and don't send them on an email. Write them down physically. My friends at Escape the Technocracy, they sell a kit that you can pay with Bitcoin and they don't have to ship it to your house. You print your designs that look like a regular paper that you will find in your house. You can also fold them and laminate them, and you can print multiple copies. Hide each copy in a secure place that you will remember and check them twice or more a year to make sure you know where they are. It's just as important to make notes about your seed phrase. What is the wallet that you're using? What is the date that you created it? Write down everything and back that up along with the seed phrase. Again, my friends at Escape the Technocracy have a handy kit with a handy checklist on their backup kit. What about multisig? Multisig means that you have multiple wallets that must be used in order to do a transaction. Basically, to use the funds of the wallet, you need approval from more than one device. This means greater security, but also greater inconvenience. If you think backing up one wallet is a hassle, now imagine 3 or 5. Multisig also requires more information that you also need to back up. You also will need to get familiar with different hardware. Because of the complexity, some Bitcoiners lose their funds due to multisig. If you're a public person sitting on a huge stash, multisig might make sense. The last thing I will recommend is a passphrase. A passphrase adds an extra secret on top of your 12 words. A 13th word that you can choose. In the cold card hack, a passphrase was the only thing between users and total ruin. Hackers could guess the seed phrase and still not get the funds because they will need the passphrase. The passphrase should not be a common word, so make something up. Then you must back it up alongside your seed phrase. Miss one character and you will open up an entirely different wallet. You might not even know you made a mistake. So let's summarize. Use a trusted offline wallet to generate a seed phrase. And don't use cold card. While following the seed phrase process, create a passphrase of your own choosing. Write down the seed phrase on paper or imprint it on steel. Also, back up your passphrase. Make more than one copy of each. Hide these backups somewhere safe and reliable. If you want to learn more about self-custody Bitcoin and cybersecurity, visit my friends at escapethetechnocracy.com.